So in this video, I want to discuss basically how to interview for a entry-level IT support role, right? So a tier 1 help desk support specialist, analyst, all the same thing really, but how to prepare for an interview, or at least I'll discuss what I do to prepare for an interview. So we'll do that instead. We'll just discuss what I would do, or what I have been doing for the past few years. So that's what we'll talk about. So if you're looking to jump into the IT field as a tier 1 entry level person, this video is for you. Or if you enjoy the content, regardless of what I post here, thank you so much for being here. I thank you for your time, your support. I'm grateful. I appreciate it. And yeah, this video is for you. So before we continue on speaking some more, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ario D Juice from Juicy Tech YouTube channel, Juicy Tech. Love that freaking name. Love it. You can reach out to me on other platforms such as LinkedIn, TikTok, or of course IG, Instagram. I post there daily. I'd love to connect with you on there if you want to, if you're on those platforms as well. Of course, I'll leave my URLs and or links of the other platforms that I'm on in the box below where my fingers are pointing. Down there is where you can access that information. And real quick, thank you to our supporters and our sponsors for Course Careers for sponsoring today's episode. They pretty much support this channel and all of my videos. But Course Careers is an online training program. I took one of their IT courses. I finished it. I've been working in IT ever since. I think their course, especially their IT course, I can't speak about their other courses, but their IT course is a game changer. I think it is. I love how modern their curriculum is, super up-to-date information. I love that they are helping students basically fix their LinkedIn, meaning help you stand out to get job interviews. I love how they help you fix your resume, again, help you stand out, put in the right information in there to really help you just stand out, really. And they help you fix your cover letter. It's affordable, it's convenient because you work from home. I love it, I encourage it, and that's why I support it. I do receive commission if you purchase the course from me. You don't have to, but for your convenience, I'll leave more information about Course Careers in the box below as well, where my finger is pointing down there, for your convenience. Let's keep talking. So again, how I interview for a IT interview, a IT support interview. Keep in mind, make sure you're wearing nice clothes. It sounds silly, but I recommend, every job is different, every employer is different, but I would just, play safe and just walk in there, look clean. I'm not saying wear, suit, blazer jacket and all, a little too much, but wear something casual. Button down shirt, nice pants. They could be jeans, but just make it look casual. So I would just wear something not too loud. So maybe a pair of khaki style jeans, right? Khakis are, right? So that color jeans, wear something like that with a nice button down shirt, some nice shoes, meaning maybe some black Vans, something casual. Just type in casual on the search bar in Google. It gives you like an idea what I mean by casual. But just go in there looking nice, comb your hair, trim, look clean. That's how I do it. I like to look presentable, and I think that does help you. People kind of take you more serious. Well, again, every employer is different, every recruiter is different, every hiring manager is different. Maybe they don't care how you look, but I will still just play it safe and walk in there, look clean. I cannot stress that enough. Again, sounds a little silly to say that, but I think that's something that some people just need to hear, just to kind of, help you realize it is a bit of a big deal to look nice and presentable at a job interview. That's just my opinion. So that's number one. That's what I will do first. Make sure I look good, smell good, the whole nine. So that's one. Another thing, once you walk into the interview, I will bring a copy of your resume. I will just bring a copy. They may have a copy on their computer. Maybe they have a copy that they printed out from whatever website, LinkedIn or whatnot, but I will still bring in a copy, not just for you, but for the employer, in case they don't have access to your, your resume. And by you just having a copy, It makes things a lot more quicker, convenient, and it shows that you are responsible. So again, just, you don't have to, but that's something I do all the time. I always bring a copy of my resume just in case they don't have a copy of it. The most up-to-date resume as well. Again, this is why I'm big on course careers, because they help you build that resume with their template system they got going on. They kind of have like a copy and paste template, and you just put in your information on that template, and they just, again, have all the necessary information that employers really care about. So I won't get too much into detail with that, but that's what I love about course careers. They help you fix your resume. So again, bring an up-to-date copy with you. You should be all set. They like a little folder, nothing too loud and crazy, just a simple little folder with some sleeves. Put that resume in there and just walk into that building and have your job interview. So that's something I would do, or I do all the time. Bring a copy as much as I can. And number 3, I guess, once you sit down, of course, speaking with the person, shake their hand. Of course, I would, for me, if I were you, I would ask questions, right? When they're talking to you, when they ask you to tell you about yourself, right? They'll ask you, hey, tell me a little about yourself. I will keep it brief and get straight to the point. I wouldn't tell them when I was, like where I was born and all that stuff. Get straight to the point on what have you been doing in terms of your line of work. I will talk about something that's related to the job. So speak about your experience and your previous work role or your current role that does relate to what you're trying to obtain. Hope I'm making sense. So since it's IT support interview that you're interviewing in, I will talk about something like customer service at your prior job to kind of show them that you have the skills of dealing with people. You know how to, communicate with people. You know how to troubleshoot. You understand how to problem solve. I will talk about that stuff briefly as much as possible when they ask you to tell me a little bit about yourself. Hope I'm making sense. So that's something I do all the time, is speak about my previous job, and speak about the job duties and make it very much related to what I'm trying to obtain now. Hope I'm making sense. So that's what I would do next once they ask you, tell me a little bit about yourself. And once you get done speaking about your skills, your qualifications, your experiences, then they'll probably start asking you questions about all the jobs that you had in the past. Tell me a little bit about this job. What were you doing there? Again, make sure you're speaking about something related to the actual job that you're trying to obtain. So if you have 3 job experiences on that resume, and they're asking you each one to discuss, how did you like it? What were you doing there? Just keep it brief and get straight to the point. And just make sure, I cannot stress this enough, make sure it's related to the job that you're trying to obtain. So ask questions. I will ask questions about the benefits. I will ask questions, healthcare, dental, vision. Is there any 401k plan available? Life insurance. I will ask about those things. Why? Because it's important. I think, to me personally, I will take advantage of any benefit possible. I will take advantage of anything they are willing to give the employees. So again, if you're able to buy stocks or whatnot, if that's possible within the company, get involved. Obviously where I work, we don't have that available, but if they did, I will take advantage of buying stocks, or maybe they give you stocks, I'm not sure, but if that is available, take advantage. But ask questions about the benefits, health insurance, dental, life insurance. If you're married, you have children, definitely ask about these benefits that they may have available for your family and yourself. Take advantage, man. Why not? So I will ask questions about that. And I will also ask questions about, the company, what it is that they do here. Maybe it's something in insurance. Maybe it's something in, retail or hospitality. I don't know, a hospital. It just, ask questions about the job to show that you have interest in it, right? Ask questions like there's no tomorrow. That's what I do. You're right. I'm not saying what you do, but that's something that I would do as much as possible Ask questions, lots of questions. Excuse me. Tea. I love my tea. Yeah. So once, I think once you're doing that, once you pretty much ask questions, I will also ask, how soon could you hear from them? They may ask you, are you also, of course they ask you about the pay rate. Honestly, I will shoot high as much as I can. I will shoot for the highest, pay rate possible. So typically, if it's a tier 1 job, depending on where you live, right? I'm not sure exactly where every region. I mean, every region is different. From New York, California, Miami. So the pay rate for a tier 1 IT support person varies, right? So the typical pay rate here in South Florida, you're looking to see around 22, 23 usually. But I will aim high. So since it's a tier 1 and it's here in Florida, it's usually around 22, 23 per hour. But shoot high. So if it's in New York, most likely it's a little more, it's a higher pay rate because the cost of living in New York is way more expensive than here in Florida. I think it is. So I will shoot high, 24, 25. Why not? Shoot high as much as you can, right? That's what I would do. I just try to go for the highest pay rate possible. They may ask you questions about soft skills, of course. This is where, again, I will just talk about your previous skills at your past jobs. Speak about your skills in terms of how you deal with people. The IT support role is basically, to me, right? My opinion about IT support roles, it's basically customer service. You are dealing with people all day. People are contacting you for assistance. You have to go see them or speak to them virtually. The point is, you are dealing with people 24/7, and that requires soft skills. How do you approach a situation where someone is not happy because their audio is down? They're trying to have a meeting right now, or maybe it's a meeting in 5 minutes and their microphone doesn't work on their headset or the computer, and they may be a little upset in terms of, little hostility. How do you deal with that? And that's a question you will get a lot. How do you deal with a customer or a user who is upset, very upset about something IT related, and how you deal with all that? And to me, the best way to answer that is to have empathy, meaning understand why they're upset. Explaining, I will kind of be upset if I have an important meeting in 5 minutes, and out of nowhere, this device decides to stop working. I get it. I've been there before. I understand the frustration. That's why I'm not gonna take it personal when they're mad, not towards me directly, but the situation. That's how I will answer the question. Just be empathetic, basically. But you get those questions a lot. Soft skill questions. How do you handle those situations when they do occur? You get questions about, of course, your hard skills, how to set up a printer, how to fix a printer if it's not printing. What are the basic troubleshooting steps would you take to start, with solving this issue to fix the printer? What do you do when someone's monitor isn't working? What necessary steps do you take to start fixing this? And I guess I'll tell you what I would do if it were a monitor issue. I try to very much not waste time and just see if it's even on. So I will hit the power button or see if it's plugged into the wall. All the basic things before going into the more, I guess, advanced troubleshooting, messing with the cables and, I don't know, see something wrong with the desktop, see if it's plugged in, see if the power is on, just make sure everything's on, the power strip, all that first before moving to like a more, okay, let me move up to level 2 to see what's really causing this issue. It could be a cable. Maybe the HDMI cable is bad, or the DP cable is bad. Maybe the VGA cable is bad. It all depends. So I would just kind of move into steps, but start small first, meaning see if it's even on, like the power is on the device. I'll do that with any device, even the computer, see if it's even on. They may ask you questions in terms of hard skills of, someone's internet isn't working. Again, I call it baby steps. Just see if see if they're even connected, right? And a lot of times it's user error, right? Maybe something's not plugged in. It could be a faulty Ethernet cable. I always just start small as much as I can. You know what I mean? Hope I'm making sense. It could be something with the audio. If someone's audio on, I don't know, 5.9 is bad, I will check their network and see if it's even, are they even connected to the Wi-Fi or their Ethernet. If they're working from home, I will restart their router, their modem, stuff like that, right? Just keep it really small. And when I say small, just kind of get to the basics of the troubleshooting, seeing if all the equipment are even powered on. That's the first thing I do all the time. And a lot of time I even reset the computer to make sure it's refreshed again. Baby steps. So you will get a lot of hard skill questions, but really I've been seeing a lot more soft skill questions asking you about, how do you deal with angry users or customers? How do you, approach someone in the office? And again, maybe they're upset about something. Those questions happen, or they get asked all the time during the interview. How do you deal with a upset individual? That's really what it is in the job interviews. Those kind of questions, they, of course, they'll tell you they'll keep in touch with you. They have other candidates to review or interview, and they'll get back to you. But again, just make sure you get straight to the point when you're speaking about yourself, your experiences, and just always tie it into the job role and make it really seem like you have experience. You've done these before. So hope this makes sense. Hope this video is valuable to you. Hope you benefit from it greatly. Of course, I do appreciate your time. Much love to you. Have a wonderful day. Be back with more videos like this. And let me get back inside my job and enjoy the rest of my day. Much love to you. Cheers from South Florida. It's all a pleasure. Peace out.